Hello, cinema friends. Welcome to another edition of Cinesundry. I'm your host, Markus Seaberry, and who you gonna call? I know who you're gonna call. The Ghostbusters. Today we're going to be reviewing Ghostbusters Afterlife. Now, before we get into our review of Ghostbusters Afterlife, I want to remind you of our rating system. There it is. Now, if it's just a great film, probably one of the best films you've seen all year, a really spectacular piece of work, it's going to get that top rating, auteur. If it's an okay film, it has some good moments, but it doesn't quite hit the mark, it's going to get that middle rating of middling. And if it's just a terrible, bad, awful cinematic endeavor, it's going to get that bottom rating of hack. And I also want to remind you all to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. And now, the rundown. In Ghostbusters Afterlife, an all-new team of Ghostbusters band together to protect their small town from supernatural threats. And now let's talk about the script and acting. The script is great, just a lot of creepy moments up against humorous moments, and it just draws you in, and it's so engaging, and it's quite a fun ride. And then the acting cast is also near perfect. First up, you have McKenna Grace as Phoebe. Now, Phoebe's a tough 12-year-old. She's a nerdy kid. She's a bit of an outcast, but she's really determined, really kind, and is just a tough fighter. You're going to root for her almost instantly. And then there's Finn Wolfhard as her brother Trevor. You know, he's kind of a goofy kid. He's not a very confident kid, but he's just not giving up. He's trying his best. Another likable character. And then you have Carrie Coon as their mom, Carrie. She's weary. The world's kind of been beaten up. She's going through some tough times, but she's hanging in there for her and the kids and, trying to get to that better day. It's a great performance from Carrie Coon. And you also have Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd is Gary Gruberson. He's Phoebe's summer school teacher, and he's also a diehard scientist. And if you've seen any other Paul Rudd performances, it's pretty much a standard Paul Rudd performance, which is charming and goofy. But we like him. He's just such a likable guy. And rounding out our cast is Logan Kim as Podcast. He's a podcaster, as his name implies. He has a supernatural podcast, and he quickly befriends Phoebe, their classmates. He's fond of her, he admires her, and he has great humorous moments. And now let's talk about the director's technique. Our director on this one is Jason Reitman. Jason Reitman is the son of Ivan Reitman, who directed the first two Ghostbusters films, and he is a more than capable heir of the Ghostbusters film legacy. He mixes these supernatural, scary moments in with mundane, small town moments, and it's just clever, it's visually exciting, and it just draws you in. He is the perfect person to, shepherd this new generation of Ghostbusters. And let's talk about sentiment and rating. My sentiment at the end of this film was one of pure joy. Just pure, unadulterated, unfiltered, genuine joy and happiness. When I was watching this in the movie theater, there were parts where people cheered and clapped. And I'm people. I was one of them. There were others, but it was definitely me. Guys, this is everything you are looking for in a follow-up to Ghostbusters. It's just so much fun, and it's just so good. I loved it, and I've got to give it the rating of auteur. Guys, everything you're looking for is here. I can't stress that enough. The cameos, the callbacks, the ghosts, the fun, the excitement, the sense of wonder. This is probably one of the best follow-ups I've seen in my life, and it's the epitome of a feel-good film. Check this out, guys. And well, that's going to do it for me on this edition of Cinesundry. I've been your host, Markus Seaberry. And remember, guys, take a moment. Treat yourself to a movie. See you next time.